What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Civilization 5 is Finland. In the previous part, we founded the city of Tampere. I don't know how to pronounce this because I'm not from Finland. And for some reason, I think everybody that doesn't know much about Finland only really hears about Helsinki, so that's kind of dumb. I wish I knew more about Finland. Either way, we're also making the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and we are trying to, okay, sweet. We're also trying to get a lot of money so we can bribe more city-states. We currently have 4 allies, which is quite good. You know, I'm not complaining, we're earning a lot of money, but we definitely want to bribe more people. And another thing I noticed is that we're starting to lag behind a little bit, in terms of science as well. We're not, okay, yep. Okay, when I started recording a minute ago, I was at number 4. Hello, Shaka, how are you doing? I promise I'm not here to kill you, so just leave me alone. So we're definitely gonna try to improve our science a bit. Don't like this tile very much. Yep, go with that. Okay, yep, you are done with the road that you were making, that's good. We also have a worker making a road from Oulu to, Tampere. So that should be a treat. Okay, yep, turquoise grown, I think we already took care of that right there. We discovered a natural wonder for Colombo, so they asked me to, discover it, and I discovered it completely by chance. It was not something that I was trying to do, but that's pretty nice. It looks like Colombo might be my next target to get as an ally. I guess we'll see. Yeah, it's Leaning Tower of Pisa, I know it. Yep, okay. Now that's a real bummer. Not much we can do about it. How much money do I get, though? If it's like 200 gold, I'm gonna be upset, but I'm not gonna be super happy. Zurich wants a trade route. Nebuchadnezzar proved that the world is round. Alright, we got 400 gold, which is a pretty nice amount. What's up, Leventa? Okay, yep. Gotcha. We have about 9 more turns to bribe Vatican City, and as such... Wait, did we not work the buffalo? We did, it's just not showing up. Okay, that's fun. That's just super great. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and grab a monastery. While we can. We have Islam as the dominant religion now. Might as well work with that. And let's get another caravel, maybe? Just a crossbowman, I think. We don't really have any of those now that I think about it. All we have is melee units, which is super weird. Because if we want to declare war now, that's going to be a problem. That simply is just not going to work. Now that I think about it, we got to get a market in Tampere, which is 500 gold. I think I'll just wait. I can get 75 influence instantly. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. We're now friends with Vatican City as well. And as soon as well, next turn, basically, I can become their ally. That's something that I've been looking forward to. Still have 3 votes. But as soon as we reach the next phase or whatever, I should have a lot of allies. Trespassing Leventa. I'm sorry about that, Leventa. Not much I can do about it. Even though I was doing it by choice, but okay, I found ruins apparently. That must be my scout down here. Yeah, he probably found some ruins, and now he's gonna get himself killed. Alright, I'll go with the one against cities. Alright, we got a boat, which is cool. We might as well cut down this forest, actually. Because it's not like we're going to be working that tile at any point ever. I feel very bad for Russia that they got eliminated that early. That kind of sucks for them. Scientific theory, definitely. Even though fertilizer, let's be honest, would also be really, really great. Yeah, let's start by just grabbing fertilizer for the food. Because that is a lot of food that you're dealing with. And we're going to go ahead and just grab an armory in this city. Okay, is that good? Yep. We're looking good. I was just looking to see if there's something I forgot, and there is. Obviously, there always is something that I'm forgetting. We're going to bribe Vatican City. Egypt is now the ally of Zurich. They took them from me again. Man, they are going hard. Egypt is spending a lot of money to get allies. Lucky for me, I'm pretty sure I should have more money than them. Scout, you're so dumb, man. You're definitely going to die. Alright, let's keep going. Check out this little continent that we have not seen yet, by the way. Mabanza Congo, how are you doing? Alright, upgrade for this guy. There you are. Very nice. And just chill, boat. Yeah, you're gonna have to get out of there real quick. Oulu has grown. That's just the worst tile I've ever seen. What an absolutely disgusting tile that is. Friendship has expired with Brazil. Okay, met Mabanza Congo. Zurich got stolen. Bucharest is a new ally as well, but I don't really care. Poland and... Okay, Poland's protecting 2 different city-states. I need 12 influence. We can get that easily. Boom. We now have the Vatican City as our ally. Yeah, okay. Let's get an armory here as well. And we definitely want to get Zurich back as our ally as soon as we can. Which is in about 2 turns, actually. We just gotta get some of that cash. I don't really care about your opinion on the matter, man. I'm sorry, but... You're not the #1 in terms of troops, so you don't really get to tell me what to do. So, why don't you go ahead and step off? I will not be giving in to Poland's demands. I'm gonna grab Zurich back. We have... Alright, Great Merchant was born. We have how many turns? 8 more turns to bribe them. Alright, that'll be super easy, actually. There we go. Alright, Great Person was born. We have this merchant now. I'm just checking to see what city-states are close to me. Riga is not a super close ally, so it might be a good idea to send this merchant over there and get me a buttload of money and also make my relationship with that city-state a lot better. Alright, good. They want faith. They're not going to find it with me, seeing as I have not focused on faith whatsoever. But we are about to get a bank. Now that's something that I do care about. Because banks generate money. And we also desperately need our... First of all, fertilizer's probably going to make a pretty big difference. And we need the 2 trade routes to help Oulu and Tempir grow. Because right now, they're not doing too hot. Oh my god. Alright, so Shaka has a lot of troops around. Extra production, sure, let's just grab a mine then. Keep it going. Okay, apparently there's a helicopter flying over my house now. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it. Probably not, but that's pretty weird. Amphitheater is for riding. Colosseum. Pretty sure we already have the Circus Maximus, though, do we not? Okay, we do not. So getting a Colosseum in all my cities would not be a terrible idea, but let's start with a harbor, actually. Well, then again, we don't really need that. Okay, no, we're good. Colosseum should be just fine. Okay, constabulary. I don't really care that much, actually, now that I think about it. Let's get another crossbowman. We're doing pretty terribly in terms of troops, and I certainly do not want to be caught with my pants down and be destroyed, so... let's just nip that in the bud, and let's give these guys a bunch of my cash. Zurich is back on my side now, so you can suck at Egypt. I have more allies. Deal with it. And I will also have Colombo soon. There you go. This is probably the easiest way to play this game. It's just to buy everybody. Taj Mahal, made by Ramses, okay. But yeah, I mean, this is probably the easiest way to play Civ. It's just to bribe everybody. But that's just the way it is, you know. I'm sorry, I just want to have a bunch of friends. Antwerp. Alright, they were also accepting bribes. Although, yeah, it's gonna be tricky to see if I can actually earn enough money. Alright, why don't you go back home? How did you even get there, man? They must have... am I gonna be stuck here now because of these stupid boats? Alright, just do nothing for one turn. I just want to get that guy home. Purchase with faith. We do have some wine here, so I'll purchase the monastery in this city. And, okay, met Antwerp. Congo, we're trespassing, not anymore. Alright, looking for investors. You'll probably find some. And in our new city... we're gonna go ahead and set up a... ooh, sauna. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, alright, let's grab that sauna. Have our borders grow a little bit quicker. Can we get a farm on this tile? I don't even know. Probably not. I am definitely not gonna build a customs house on this tile. That would be crazy. Okay, truffles. You know what? You totally got it, my man. I could trade for the pearls, but I don't feel like we really need those right now. No. I do not like you, Poland. You told me about, like, not being friends with your city-state, so you kind of screwed up there. And I will no longer ever give you what you want. Okay. Tempere's adopted a religion. It's Buddhism, actually. Yeah, there's still a lot of pressure from Buddhism. Because my city was Buddhist for so long. Egypt must have an absolute crazy amount of wonders. That must be crazy. I wish I could see... the Oracle, the Great Lighthouse. This is probably... is this a Taj Mahal? We got the, this is the Parthenon, isn't it? Then we got... oh my god, they have the Leaning Tower Pisa. They have so many wonders. This is crazy. Alright, crossbowmen. There you go, bud. Oh my. Alright. Just stay out of trouble, man. You're gonna get yourself killed. Which is not good. Please stop doing it. Industrial era. Alright, yep. Set up a farm, definitely. And make sure that we work the new farm. We already are. That's good. And we're gonna go ahead and grab a... see, there's not really anything that I feel that we need in terms of buildings right now. I want the East India Company, obviously, but that's kind of out of the question right now. 8 more turns to get Antwerp. I'll just save up some more money then. Zoo, walls, doesn't really matter. Gellius, let's get another caravel then. Built that navy that I was talking about. This guy really needs to go home. Let's see if he can make it, though. Alright, get that trade mission going for the cash so that I can hopefully get Antwerp or Colombo on my side. Although I will prioritize Antwerp because of their current quest. What? Nuh-uh. I certainly do not want to be allied with the Zulu right now. That guy's insane. He will murder anything and everyone. And I would like to just stay away from the guy. I have a feeling that some people already hate him. And I like to just not get involved. Okay, yep. Let's see. 600 gold, alright. Let's go ahead and do that. Riga is now a firmer ally than they were before. And we can give Antwerp 1,000 gold. Which is kind of a lot, but it would basically make them my ally for a very long time, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Alright, heal up my man. We're now their ally. Losing grasp on Sofia. Okay. That is definitely my bad. Let's get a... They're suggesting that I go with a workboat, but we don't have any reason to do that, so I'm not really sure what to make of that. Temple, zoo. Let's just grab a zoo then. Why not? Okay. Let's get home, buddy. Honestly, we should really just get open borders with Brazil. Come on, we're friends. You know it, girl. Alright, here we go. I mean, that's just easily the quickest way to get home. I'm pretty sure they would not actually be able to get home, actually, if I were not, if I hadn't made that trade. Okay, yep. You got it. Let's keep that up. Egypt has denounced the Zulu. See, if I had been their friend, Egypt would have hated me now. Okay, so Egypt and Poland feel quite strongly about me becoming buddies with their city-states. So, I guess I'm sorry, but not really. Almaty, hello. Steel was stolen. A lot of our technology is being stolen. I honestly wasn't too sure if a constabulary was worth it. But considering the rate at which they're stealing my stuff, I'd say it probably is. Let's get a lighthouse so we can at least get that 2 food. And we're gonna get that fish soon. We could just actually buy that if we wanted to. So that should save us a bit of trouble. So I would not be opposed to it. Yep, still terrible. Science-wise, still not great. We definitely need to get to scientific theory as soon as we can, but I really wanted fertilizer for the growth. I mean, we do have quite a bunch of pastures. We have some plantations, a bunch of farms. So I really thought that it'd be worth it. But I guess we're about to find out soon. And Vatican City does not really need investors anymore. Sofia's no longer my ally. But I'm sure I'll live. Poland is definitely going after some allies of their own. Got some cocoa. Okay, yep. Promotion for this guy. Cities. And cities. There you go. Bit of a navy. Looking fine. This guy also needs an upgrade to Caravel. Not right now, though, because that's quite expensive. Constabulary. And a market, so that we can finally get our East India Company for that sweet extra cash. Fertilizer's about to be finished. This is the moment of truth. I really hope that it was worth it. You Fidzi. Okay, no, I will not be fighting Poland with you. That is nuts. Oh god, Poland, what are you doing? You're playing with fire over there, buddy. He's definitely gonna get his ass kicked. We just got a cannon from Sedan. Sydney's looking for investors now. That's good. If we get a buttload of money, I will bribe them. Alright, fertilizer, we got to the industrial era. Okay, you're good. Open terrain, yep. Against cities, I mean, that's what we're gonna be using the cannon for, so there you go. Spy's been recruited. Alright, spy on Egypt for me, will ya? Certainly do not trust those dudes. Okay, upcoming session. Bonuses have changed a bit. Sydney's looking for investors. We got that unit from Sudan. Scientific theory, like I said, definitely our next focus. Let's see. Alright, we want to get to Poland, basically. Worker. Alright, let's set up some more lumber mills. To at least make these tiles, these normal forest tiles, a bit more effective. Alright, Oulu and or mostly Oulu actually, is growing a bit quicker, so are Helsinki and Turku, so... it was probably worth it. How many votes do I get now? Okay, still only 3. I'm going to be voting no on this one. I really want to block Egypt's proposal because that is going to give him a lot of extra culture. He has an absolutely crazy amount of wonders. I would not be surprised if he had at least 10. Which would result in a lot of extra culture for him. And which, well, honestly, he just doesn't deserve it. Because he's kind of a douche. Let's get Sofia back on our side. Losing grasp on Colombo now. Okay, yeah, they're just friends, so I'm not super, super worried about this. Okay, yep, lumber mill. Alright, join the rest of the gang. Alright, Sophia. Boom, there you go. Back on my side, and in Oulu, we shall make a workboat. Purchasing the fish, obviously. We gotta work the fish. It's glitching out on me again. Okay. Okay. I mean, that's just annoying, but not that it really matters. But at least Oulu will grow like a lot quicker now. And that's just something that I enjoy. Here to convert me. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and buy that tile as well. I certainly do not want Brazil to own it. Alright. Anyway, I'm going to end this part here. I hope you guys enjoyed. In the next part, we're going to try to get to scientific theory, or at least as close as we can get. And probably bribe some more city-states. We have 6 allies as of right now, which is absolutely wonderful. And we would like to make that a little bit more. So, we'll see. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, guys.